Hi and welcome to Nutrition with Lucy. I hope you are well and keeping safe. Today's talk is about management of obesity and overweight based on someone's BMI. BMI is a calculation your weight against your height. When you have a BMI of between 18.5 to 24.9, you have a normal BMI. When you have a BMI of between 25 to 29.5, you're considered to be overweight. And when your BMI exceeds 30, of course you have obesity, and it comes with classes. We have obese 1, we have obese 2, and we have obese 3. So what is obesity? Basically, obesity is the excess accumulation of body fat. And what could be the cause of this obesity or overweight? And the fundamental cause of obesity and overweight, it is energy imbalance between the calories consumed and calories expended, or in simpler way, chenye unakula like haufanyishi kazi, so you tend to store more. Of course, there are other causes of obesity, things like medication. For example, some contraceptives, like the hormonal ones, they could, when you are using them, you are at a higher risk of becoming obese or overweight. Psychological factors like lack of sleep, of course some diseases like hypothyroidism, physical inactivity, kama wewe si mtu wa kufanya kazi, especially when you have a sedentary lifestyle, you are at a higher risk of these conditions, that is the obesity and overweight. So how can we use diet to manage this condition? The key considerations are your portion and size in terms of your plate model. For example, kama ni sahani, half of it should be occupied with vegetables. Najua inakuanga the other way around. Kama ni the half of it itakuwa ugali ama spaghetti ama mchele, but that's not the way. It should be vegetables. Then the other quarter, proteins. Na kama ni proteins, of course we have animal based proteins, hizo ni nyama, kuku, the fish, and you have the plant based proteins, vitu kama dengu, vitu kama we have the plant based and the animal based. It should occupy the other quarter. Na kama ni nyama, si sababu nika quarter unajaza tu nyama zako hadi juu kabisa. It should in pieces, 5 pieces are enough. The other quarter, tumesema the half of it ikue vegetables, then the proteins, either animal based or plant based, then the other quarter, it should be occupied by your carbohydrates. Na hizi carbohydrates ni gani? Try to avoid vitu kama the simple ones, the simple carbohydrates. Why? When you consume them, so the energy, nimesema obesity na kosiwa na excess ama the energy imbalance. Now where do we get the energy? Of course the carbohydrates, they are the energy giving foods. Now ukiconsume more of the simple carbohydrates, that is direct sugar to our blood system. Na hii sugar ndo mwili na convert into glucose for our cells to use as energy. Kwa hivyo kama umeconsume simple carbohydrates, hizi ni vitu kama the white ugali, white chapati, the spaghettis, hizo zina release, zinapandisha sukari at a higher rate. Kwa hivyo your body itakuwa forced to release the insulin to balance your sugars. And when these sugars are ziko juu kabisa, insulin is a fat storing hormone. Kwa hivyo itakuwa the glucose itakuwa converted into fat in form of triglycerides na itakuwa stored. Na hii the triglycerides zinakuwa stored kwa your liver, na zingine zinaenda into your subcutaneous tissue. Hapo ndo unaanza kunenepa with time. Kwa hivyo the portion size, make sure the plate acha ikuwe occupied na vegetables. Hapa ndo utapata the minerals, the vitamins, they are very antioxidants, they are very nutritious. The other quarter, proteins. Na sana you can consider the plant-based proteins, animal proteins, kitu kama nyama once in a while. You can do even maybe 2 times in a week. The other quarter tumesema ikuwe ni carbohydrates na ni vitu sio simple. You can go for ugali ya kusiago. I know many people know it. Yeah, sometimes it's not sweet, but hiyo kama una aim uko in your journey to weight loss, itakusaidia. Hata kama si kwa wale wenye tu uko on your journey to weight loss, hata wewe mwenye unataka ku maintain a healthy weight, you can go for the brown rice, brown chapatis, but in portion kidogo. Set ni hiyo brown ikuwe mingi, because hata hiyo it is a energy giving food. Other thing, the fats, try to avoid the deep fried foods. Hizi ni vitu kama chipos, the mandazis, hizi vitu mafuta like kupikwa kwake lazima iwekwe kwa mafuta. Try as much as possible to avoid them. The other thing, the physical exercise. Of course, how will you expend the calories that you have consumed? The physical exercise is very key when it comes to maintaining your desired weight. Exercises kitu kama brisk walking, jogging. Kama ni mtu wa gym, chapa gym, tembea at least in a day. Make sure spend 30 minutes in doing exercise, na for sure itakusaidia. I know it's not easy. Like before, your discipline ya like umeka alarm kwa akili at this particular time ni time yangu ya exercise. It's not easy, but with discipline, consistency, of course utajipata like ina come to automatically. Unajua hii time ikifika, if it's in the morning run, kama unataka kujiweka like before doing anything else, kama ni kwenda job, kama unaendanga job, sema unaingia job at 8, unaweza jiwekea like in 6 in the morning. Hiyo ndio time yangu ya jogging, hiyo ndio time yangu ya go for a walk ama a morning run, and for sure itakusaidia. So what will happen when this overweight and obesity is not controlled? Of course, obesity and overweight, it puts you at a higher risk of developing certain conditions and diseases, something like type 2 diabetes. Like utapata most of the people who are type 2 diabetic, like let me say like half of them unapata they are obese ama wako overweight. Kwa hivyo uko at high risk of type 2 diabetes. Vitu kama heart diseases, stroke inaweza kupata, clogging your arteries, kitu tunaita clogging of arteries. Unaweza jipata like arteries zako zimekuwa clogged because you have this excess fats. Vitu kama unaweza jipata uko na breathing problems. The minute you are using the staircases, umeenda staircase ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu, unajipata ushaanza kuhema. So utajipata uko na all these life threatening conditions. So it's very important for you to maintain a healthy weight, and it's a journey. Si kitu utaamka leo, like leo umesema una exercise, una diet, ati kesho you'll see the change. Ni kitu na take time. So kwa hivyo if you are in this journey, take your time take your time, kuwa na discipline in your diet, and for sure I can assure you it has worked for many people and it can also work for you. Kwa hivyo changamka, maintain a good diet, fanya exercise, be disciplined, be consistent, na eventually I can assure you it will work for you. Remember, steady and slow wins. Kwa hivyo ukijidiscipline wewe mwenyewe na ujue this is what I want to achieve, unaweza jipea hata like 3 months. Useme nita observe these carbohydrates, because hizo carbohydrates si proteins. I'm sure watu wengi like ukitaka ku lose weight wasema mimi naachana na nyama. But yes, proteins they are contributing, but carbohydrates they are the real enemy when it comes to weight gain. Sababu hizo zinakupea energy. Kwa hivyo jipe like a span of 3 months. This is what I want to achieve. Na ukijidiscipline hivyo, I'm sure with the 3 months utaona change. So it's very important for us to watch our weight and maintain a healthy BMI. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope it has helped you. Na pia ukishare, ukicomment, ukilike, I'm sure it'll motivate another person and we'll see a change. Thank you.